So hello. I was thinking about how we build marketing plans and what the steps we use for a marketing plan, what they are, and we always start with the goal. It seems simple, but it's amazing how many people don't think about what their overall goal is. Like, why are you even doing marketing in the first place? For example, a great goal would be increase sales 5%. Step 2, once we have a goal, is what are the strategies we're going to use to achieve those goals? For instance, maybe we're going to increase signups to our email list. Maybe we want to increase online awareness. Those are 2 different strategies we can use to achieve that first goal. Once we've set those, step 3 is what are the tactics we're going to use to achieve those strategies, to achieve that goal. A tactic for building your email list might be running a sale at your point of sale system, where if you provide the email address, you get 5% off that purchase, or join your point system on your point of sales system. A tactic for increasing your online presence might be running Google Ads, or it might be improving your Google business profile. Once we have the tactics, then we dive into the tools. The tools fall directly in with those tactics. So if we're running Google Ads is our tool. Once we have those tools set, then we want to schedule. So how do we achieve these goals? How do we schedule those out? What is the plan of attack? And how long are we going to let these tactics run? When will we assess them? Which is step number 6. We want to assess the results of these tactics constantly and be able to go back and measure those things and then go all the way back through the steps to achieve that ultimate goal. Hopefully you got the wink. Zach.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Nice.
Because we haven't talked about this before.
That's exciting. We've talked about a lot of stuff.
Right. And we need to talk about this because what's your number one use of AI?
Content.
Content. And where do you put that content?
Online.
And what do you use that content for?
Social stuff.
Social stuff, which drives
clicks and revenue.
Clicks and revenue and traffic. And so why do we do social media?
To drive traffic to the business.
Yes, we do social media to drive traffic to businesses, right? Other people, I mean, it started off as a cool way to connect with friends.
Yeah.
Now it's a cool way to get mad at yourself for not being popular.
Yeah.
Or it's a way for Chinese, Russian, Ukrainian, Iranian,
any of them,
bot farms to make us angry, right?
Yeah.
Or our own government to do it, for that matter, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But we use AI to analyze the performance of those ads. So not just to create the content, right? That's one thing. But what happens after it?
Sure.
And how do you compare results? What results do you even look for?
Yeah.
You mentioned to me for the coffee shop, for Outstate, that you have specific times you post. Why?
Because that is when most people are online. It's when most people will see the content.
As determined by?
Their day, I guess.
Their day.
Yeah.
So you're just assuming that most people will look at a certain time.
No, I mean I've posted at different times throughout the time that I've been running the social media, and the 3:30-ish range is always the most busy.
You get your most interactions, and you track those how?
I track those by looking at the analytics on Meta and Instagram.
Nice. So, same thing, except using AI to analyze,
Sweet.
right? So track these results in a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Find some way to track the results. Meta gives you a pretty good report post over post too.
Yeah.
If you go in the business.facebook.com rather than just each individual.
Yeah.
The dashboard on Instagram is pretty effective though.
Yeah.
If you're only posting to Instagram, you can get some very good data there. If you're running paid promotion of any sort, so whether that's on Meta, if it's on Google, if it's on whatever you're running, there's certain things that apply to what we're looking for. So number one in my world is CAC, CAC.
Okay.
Customer acquisition cost.
Sure.
That's your total cost of acquiring a new customer.
Okay.
Okay, so that might be multiple ads, it might be whatever, like we'll throw a lot of things in there, but we're mostly talking digital ad dollars.
Yeah.
So I just ran this for one of our customers, a remodeler, and I was curious, he's right around $500 per customer right now.
Okay.
And I was curious, what is that compared to industry average?
Yeah.
Because remodeling in the area that he's in is an expensive Google ad.
Okay.
We have played around with all kinds of ad spends. We've gone anywhere from $10 a day to $50 a day and back. And we found a sweet spot. You could do 100 a day. We found a sweet spot that works right now.
Sure.
And it's driving customers, but we haven't inched much higher. We've run some higher ones, but we've never run a sustained higher.
Yeah.
So we were looking at industry average, and it's 300 to 400. So he's just above industry average.
Yeah.
So how do we apply something like this? Once we know that, we can actually determine, are we spending too much?
Okay.
Is this too costly to get the customer, or are we not spending enough because we just found the spot where we're getting customers?
Yeah.
We didn't find the spot where we're getting a lot of customers.
Sure.
We haven't reached too many customers,
Yeah.
and we're spending less than his old ad spend was.
Okay.
What if we increase ad spend by 50%? Which is significantly more than what we're seeing from his competition.
Okay.
Could we double his customers? Because that would take his ad spend down to $250, under industry average,
Yeah.
if we were able to double his customers.
Okay.
We don't just do this and let it run though, right? I mean, this is what we do in managing ads, is we're constantly looking at what are the returns, what's the cost per click. What are the video views? What's the percentage of video that's viewed? How far do people watch through? What is the result? Are we driving traffic to the page, and how long is traffic on that page? What's the bounce rate off that page?
Yeah.
What's the click-through rate of the ads? And then what's the bounce rate on the page, if you want to get technical?
Yeah.
And then what's the conversion rate once they get to the page? Are you driving them to a sale page? Or are you driving them to a sign-up form? Now, though, that customer acquisition costs, or ROAS, return on ad spend, those things are all different ways to manage these ads.
Yeah.
And it's an excellent way to use AI, is to analyze data.
Sure.
Now you need to know what data to gather,
Yeah.
to give it to AI to analyze it, and that's where building a strategy, creating a plan
Yeah.
for what you're doing for ads is.
Okay.
But that's why we do this, and that's been one excellent use of AI for us.
Nice.
Your thoughts?
It makes sense. I mean, it's better at taking in all that information and pumping out goals and output than maybe we are at a glance, or at least quicker. And so, yeah, I think it makes sense.
not just faster, but it also is very good at pulling up industry averages, so you can compare where you're at.
Yeah, the research
to
is something we
results.
don't have to do. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Well, let's go forth and create ads.
Nice.
You again. Perfect. I was thinking about you because I was thinking about our marketing flywheel. What's our marketing flywheel? It's our system that we use for every piece of content we create. There are 5 steps. First, we have our audience. Who are we creating this content for? Next, we have our message. What is the message our content is relaying to that audience? Number 3, we have our platform. What platform are we delivering this message to that audience on? And 4, we have cars going by. 4, after we deliver that message, we want to do that consistently to that audience. We want to deliver the same message over and over again. And then our final step is refine. We just keep refining that message back to that audience, back to the platform, and keep delivering that message over and over. Thanks.